Hi everyone! How's everyone today? So, this is Jean, and I have a chaotic desk as normal, but I hope that we will be able to use all these fun things, or at least a couple of these fun things, to show you this amazing way that I learned to make hidden paper clips. So, for me, I don't know. Maybe I just don't like them, or I've just never tried them enough in order to like them. But I was watching Carrie the Crafter, and I think the video that I watched was about a year old, and he had mentioned that he learned this from another artist, and I'm not sure which, but he had adapted it to his own style. So here is an example of how the paperclip works. Now, all of these I have already done, most of them, but what you would do is use a 12 by 12 sheet of paper and cut yourself a piece of cardstock. It doesn't have to be double-sided if you don't have double-sided. And you want the cardstock to be approximately, this is the way I did it, and you may do it differently or want a different length, shorter length, approximately 9 inches. And then I have mine as 2 inches wide. So if you do that, you should be able to get at least 6 pieces or 7 pieces out of a 12 by 12 sheet. So the way that these are built is just by doing some simple folding. So you want to fold your hidden paper clip so that you have a little pocket on the front. And let me see if I have something right here in my messy desk that will fit in one of these pockets. Let me see which one is finished. Okay, these are finished. These are just little washi tape things, but see how that fits right there in that pocket? Really cute, right? So you can put a little ticket in there, a little something cute that you might want to put in there. And then you have your paper clip on the back, so you can clip it right to a page. I don't have a page here, but I do have a playing card. So we'll just attach it to this, for example. So there you can see it just attaches from the back. Okay. Now with these hidden paper clips, what I think this is the very first one I made, and I forgot to tape down the paper clip. But what you want to do when you put the paper clip in, you can tape it down so it doesn't move, or you can, use some really strong glue in here and make sure you get it inside the paper clip. That's up to you as far as how you want to secure your paper clip, but it's a good idea to secure it because just as you saw with this one where I didn't, it's all wonky now. So then you're going to have to adjust it and try to put it back, and that's going to be a pain. So let me show you how I make these, and then we will put some together. And one disclaimer, I do not normally measure things. So just looking at this stack by itself, you can see I'll turn it sideways. You can see that these are not all the same size. Even if I make myself a template, I have the tendency to not get things the same size, but that doesn't really bother me because I don't know where I might put these later. So I think the sizes being varied is not really a problem. So if you need to have for your own personal well-being, if you need to have them be all the same size just because that's the way you are, then that's perfectly fine. So here I have a piece of cardstock, and I kind of made this be the template. Okay, so I folded this part up at the bottom, and I'll just give you the dimensions in case you want them. Oops, that's another piece. So I folded this up. Okay, let's make sure of the size of it first. Make sure it's not a shorter one. Okay, this is a 9-inch one. So I folded it at it's about 2 1/4, and then I folded this down, and that one is 2 1/2. So what you want when you fold these is for the top piece to be underneath the bottom piece. And then the bottom piece, you want to take your hole punch, which is way over here, and you can put a little notch in it. And to do that, you want to center this up and kind of look through the window there and just take out a little piece so that it has like a little divot right here. Okay, and that is the pocket part. So what we would do then is we would glue this side and this side together so that we have the nice pocket, and that would go on the outside. Now, to make the location for the paper clip, what you want to do is you want to take a pair of, these are a hole punch. This is a hole punch. So if you have a hole punch or if you have a crocodile, whatever you have, you want to punch in the center of the top, but you only want to punch a portion of it. Okay, so as you see here, I have not punched the hole all the way. I only punched a portion. You could even go smaller than that. It should be about half the size of the circle. So then when you're finished, you choose the color of paper clip that you want, and I am going to try to pull out a green one that's not stuck together with 10 other ones. You can use the pink too. The pink's kind of pretty. Let's try the pink. So what you want to do is you want to stick the long end of the paper clip inside the hole, and it sometimes feels like, depending on the size of your paper clip, that it might not want to go in, but it will. It'll go in. So stick that in there just like this. Okay, so you have the short end on this side. This can probably go down a little bit more. Short end on this side. And then when you open it up here, you have your long end in the inside. Okay, so what I do is I take a piece of usually masking tape, because I know masking tape is going to be stronger and is going to stay stuck down, as opposed to using like a washi, because we all know washi is wishy-washy, and that's why it won't stay down. So usually with washi tape or something like that, you have to add some extra glue, and we're trying to make this as easy as possible. So after you do this, I recommend, if you have something to ink with, to especially ink this divot part where you put your tag, because you'll want to make sure you can see that and then it's outlined on your paper. So this being my example piece, I'm not going to glue it all the way down because I know the gluing part we can definitely handle. So we have here the top part that folds down, and then the pocket that folds over the top, and then we have our paper clip that we secured with masking tape. Now, when you close down this top part right here, if you want to put some glue along this side, or, somewhere here to kind of make sure that that paper clip isn't going to move, you can do that, but I honestly think it's going to be perfectly fine. So with that being our example, I cut a bunch of strips because I think that the process of doing this kind of streamlined is easy. So you just take your template and lay it on top, and then here you may have to make a slight adjustment because of the paper clip, but just fold this over so that you have your two pieces. So you have a piece at the bottom for your pocket, and then you have a piece at the top for your little hole with the hole punch. Now, there are different size hole punches, obviously, and the one I have, I don't know if it says, I've had them for years, so I don't know what it may say. And if you notice this one, I cut it a little, oh dear, sorry. I cut that little divot where I'm going to put the paper clip a lot smaller than I did the other one. So putting the paper clip in, making sure that the smaller part goes on the back. I want to keep it pulled up a little bit, just a hair. And then, let's see, make sure there's enough on the other side to clip securely to your page. Then I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to put a piece of masking tape, if I can find the end, right onto the paper clip so that it won't go anywhere. And you only need a small piece. So I'm going to put a small piece right here. And then I'm going to take my glue, and I'm going to glue just down this line, maybe. Let's see if my glue wants to cooperate. No? Okay. Speak to me. Tell me what the problem is. Well, fiddle faddle. Every time you get on camera, it's when your glue dies. Never fails, but Maybe we have it this time. So you want to put your glue down this side. Not have it squish out like that so much, but this side. And you can do this side as well. And if you want to put a little bit in here, and then just fold that piece down, just like that. Okay? So we have our paperclip part secured inside, not only with tape, but with some glue. Now, what I want to mention to you is one thing that Carrie did in his video that I thought was interesting is he clamps the sides of his pieces that are being glued down simply because he wants to make sure that there's no reason that they would come apart. If you're using art glitter glue, normally you don't have to do something like that, but it's just each person's preference. So if it bothers you that you might have that problem, then you can certainly use some bulldog clips or whatever kind. I have some of those sewing clips. You can use whatever you want to use. So I punched my hole here with my circle punch, and now I'm going to just do some distressing really quick. And I want to make sure that I distress this divot really well, and also the sides. Let me see where my ink pad is. This is a chaotic Saturday, isn't it? So here is all the inking down the sides and the fold and on the top fold here. So just ink it up really nice so it gives a little dimension to it. And then what we're going to do is we'll take our glue and we'll run a little bit of glue down this side and a little bit of glue down this side. There we go. And then just fold that up. Make sure it's nice and even. And just press it down so that it's closed. Now, one of the reasons why I enjoy making mine like this is because I like to have the option of hanging something from the little paper clip that's sticking at the top. And I think that's the greatest idea. So bear with me for 1 second because I know I had a little tiny box of charms here and now I'm not seeing them. Oh, here they are. That was amazing. So these are just a bunch of charms that I got off of Amazon. They just have all little designs like hearts and stars and balloons and all kinds of fun things. I don't think they were very much, but what you can do with these then is, for example, I made this little dangle. Okay, I just put a pink, and I can't tell if that's silver or gold, but it doesn't matter. And the other color on there, which is another pink. You can see that. Let me make sure my zoom is working. Or my close-up. Maybe that's not what it's called. Let's see. Maybe. Yeah. I think that's much better that you can see. Okay. So I'm going to take one of these little, well, it's not little, but it's a smaller, let me see if I have a smaller jump ring. I am sure that I do. A small gold one, please. Actually, is that the same size? Yes. Okay. Well, not going to worry then. So I'm going to, and again, I'm one of these artists that don't necessarily do things the right way. I just do the way that works for me. And if I can open a jump ring with my fingers, I will. And probably the people out there that are really jewelry people are probably screaming, no, don't do it. But here I put a little flower charm. Maybe I won't use a flower because there's a flower in the dangle. So let me see what else I can find that may be appropriate. There's hearts. Here's a cute little, is there something that's green? Oh, that bunny is dear. It has a fish. Oh, that's cute. I like that. Let me see what else I can find in here. Wanted something kind of big. Here's some tulips. Those are cute. Maybe I'll use the tulips. And then I have the little charm at the top with the tulips on it. I'll show you. And then I'm going to take a bulb pin. Let me get them out. I forgot to get them out. Now, I only have bulb pins in like bright colors that I can recall. There may be some that are in different colors, but I think because this is green, I'm going to use the green. And then with my dangle, I'll just clip it onto the bulb pin and then clip the bulb pin onto the little pocket. So there we have this cute little dangle. And then, like we tried out before, here is the tag. So we'll pretend that's the tag. And there we have a pocket with a hidden, sort of a hidden, paper clip. And we can use that then for our journals. So we have a little, I'm not 100% I like that bulb pin. Let me check to see if maybe I like it better with the jump ring attached. So jump ring's pretty big, so maybe if you're using smaller jump rings, it might work. Yeah, I like that much better. I think it hangs better. So, yeah, just put your jump ring right on there. And you can put your tag in your pocket. And there you go. So, that is pretty much the same version as what Carrie the Crafter did. I can link his video below so you can check it out. But they're so fun to make. And I think I was watching a live session with Barbara and Louisa Hensel, and they were talking about compartmentalizing our work. So what that would mean is I would take all of these strips that I had cut, and the first thing that I would do is I would fold them, all of them. And then the second thing I would do would be go and punch the holes, half holes that I need. Then what I would do after I did that in all of them, then I would put in the paper clip and secure it. And then I would do that for all of them. And then after that, I would glue them together. And then once they're made, I have to go back then and make a specific tag for the dangle. I'm sorry, for the pocket, as well as a dangle. So the process of compartmentalizing is not necessarily mass making. What it is teaching you to do a certain skill over and over and over again. So perhaps on this one, I got this hole too big. If I learn through doing all these pieces that hole needs to be half the size of the circle that the hole punch would punch out, and then as I go along, I will get better and better and better at making sure that is an accurate size. Same with putting the little divot in the middle. We want to make sure it's pretty much centered. So those are all things that you can do, and your skill set becomes more honed in where you can do it more effectively than later. Another thing I want to mention about these little hidden paper clips is that you can decorate the front of them with, if you have, for example, any clusters that are pre-made, or if you don't have any that are pre-made, you can add a little piece of lace maybe, and then some flowers, all kinds of fun things you can add to the front of your paper. So let me look at let me see what this looks like. That's so pretty. Okay, let me see if I can find a tiny piece of lace. I know I have lace. It's just that it's kind of packed away a little bit. Let me see what this bag has. This bag has no lace, but it does have a pink ribbon that I could use. So let me cut a tiny piece of this. And then lace. Okay, I guess I didn't plan on going that far, but it's okay. I found some pink. It's kind of a peachy pink. So let's see what that would look like if I don't cut my fingers. So what we could do is we could put this little peachy pink and then the ribbon. I need to fix the ribbon because it's wonky. Right here. Maybe it should go like this. No, I like it the other way. And it's okay if it comes off the side, if you want it to do that. I want to make sure that this is cut straight. And this one, cut this tiny piece off. And I'm going to glue this on. I think one of the things that I have to be careful with lace is making sure I get it on the right side. Okay, this is the correct side. Maybe we could even, not want to pull that down too far. And then I'll put another little bit of glue on here for the ribbon just to make sure it stays. Oh, that's so pretty. I like pink. I really do. And then we can add this. This is kind of like, I don't know what it would be with the little centerpiece there, but kind of like a a dahlia or something, maybe. So there you can decorate it. And then everything's kind of matching there. So I think those are so cute. I need to find a different tag for this. Or, you know, if you are, when you make several things at one time, you may not know what kind of journal you're putting them in. So you may want to choose colors that are more neutral. I just chose a rainbow of colors that I like, that I thought would look nice. And some of them are more springy, some are more fall-ish. So this blue one I thought was interesting with the sheet music on the other side. This one's rather plain with the gold, my brain. It's a gold, we'll just say diamonds because I can't think of the real name. And let's see. I don't think this one here is like a snowy one. So if I don't like want to do all the gray with the gold diamonds, I can definitely, I don't know if I did any more that was two-sided. I don't think so. No. So, let me check these really quick. This is a green one from the first set. So this one with the sheet music, you could either do a blue side or you could do the sheet music side. And I think actually either one of them would look nice for generic journal. Has a little bit of a blue color to it. So what I think I really love about this project in general is that I don't have to worry about covering up the white side, because when I fold it, I have plenty of the white. The white gets folded in onto the inside, and I don't have to worry about it not showing. So that's great. And any little pieces that you have left that you trim off the ends for whatever reason, because you don't measure like me, you could put these, you could use these to make your tag. Of course, they have to be bigger than that, but you could use them as part of your decoration here. Like I could even, I could tear this off and stick this right under here. Actually, I don't like that side showing, so instead of tearing it, let me just clip it and then some glue on the back and stick that right under there. And it even brings another dimension to the piece. Really, really a cute option. I don't think I have enough glue on my flower because it doesn't want to stick. So, in the essence of not making this a terribly long video, I just wanted to show you how I have learned to make a pocket hidden paperclip. It's really a neat way to add something to your journal, and you can make a bunch of them at one time with different clusters and designs down here so that you can have them then in your stash for when you need them for a journal. And honestly, I think for me personally, I'm very eclectic. So what that means is I will put different styles together in my junk journals. So any of these are going to be fine for me. So I hope you enjoyed this little video and my chaotic desk. I'm living up to my name, aren't I? I love you guys all so much, and I hope that you have a great evening. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.